Minecraft hardcore with actions and stuff. Oh! Oh, hi, creeper. Wait, they heard. Oh! Okay. Oh, he's screaming at me. Oh, I'm out of here. Minecraft can be beautiful. Tommy's behind me. Oh my god. Oh. I hit. Wow, everything really has came together, man. The place is looking good. Alright. We're in. Minecraft, hardcore, with actions and stuff. We'll start by gathering some wood. That should do it. Let's make some tools. Don't these just look awesome with this texture pack? If you don't know what actions and stuff is, it's a thing you can buy in the marketplace on Bedrock Edition, and honestly, it makes the game feel amazing. Oh! That poor sheep. There's so many different textures and animations in this that just make the game look better in general, and all the funny running animations and the way you swing your weapons and mine and all of that. I'm sorry, buddy. I need food. A bit of an introduction. I have never really sat and played much survival Minecraft. Back in the day, I played PvP servers. You know, like Hypixel, Sky Wars, Bed Wars, all that stuff. So playing survival, this is kind of a new experience because I haven't really experienced it since 1.8. I know, I'm an unk. So feeling out all the new things that I've never really experienced before should be a blast. So the plan for this world is to make a nice, beautiful base because one of my favorite parts about Minecraft is just building a world with your own creative mind, you know? Sometimes the stuff you have in your mind, you try to put it out on paper and it looks terrible. I think I've slaughtered enough innocent animals. Oh, iron. Gotta say, it's gonna be fun to relearn all of the mechanics of just survival Minecraft again. I was never the most efficient player. Like, I wouldn't just make a bunch of automated farms and all that stuff. I kind of just played and like made my own world in the way I wanted. But I'm excited to take this series and make my best world I've ever made. It also feels like a brand new game with the actions and stuff texture pack. I feel like it's gonna be really hard to go back to vanilla after playing on this. All right, shield is made. I can probably take on anything in the game now. And let's make an iron pick because, well, I hate mining slow. Well, that cave sucked. Is that an enchanted bow? Ow. Ow. Look at that. First, we've got to play Walking Dead. Ouchie. I thought I had the high ground. Oh, the tables have turned. Got a drown trying to play the game, too. Hello, sir. Oh, that's a trident. Skeleton, don't shoot yourself. Something I always learned is overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. So, let me not get too crazy. You never know when a creeper can sneak up on you. Getting full iron is probably a top priority of mine right now. Once I'm full iron, I feel a lot more secure. The shield does help. Speak of creepers. And let's grab this water, as buckets make me feel very safe. Place your bets. Will I die trying to attempt an MLG? We'll find out. Oh, the trident zombie from earlier. Those are no fun. Maybe he'll drop a trident, though. Not risk him hitting me. Oh! Ow! Sir, that really hurt. I didn't appreciate that. And no trident. I'm liking that this cave is going deeper. Iron is always a welcome sight. Hello, creeper. And a skeleton sneaking up on me. It's a party, guys. Hang on, I'm a little hungry. Oh, that is the motherload of iron. I gotta say, a habit of mine is I used to play UHC, if anyone knows what that is, Ultimate Hardcore. I would kind of spam F5 when mining in case someone was sneaking up on me. But I guess it works here too, in case a creeper's sneaking up on me. We got over 24 iron. Let's make full iron before we venture deeper in this cave. You know, as a kid, I always wanted to play hardcore, but the thought of making something you're very proud of and then it's just gone in an instant is terrible. But as you get older, you realize it's kind of like real life, you know? You could kind of just lose it all in a moment. So, you know, you stop being scared of it and you just are like, why not, right? Why not? It feels more rewarding when you get stuff done in a hardcore environment, in my opinion. We are suited up. The armor looks so good in actions and stuff. Gotta say, I highly recommend this pack. Now that I'm full iron, I feel much more confident and honestly not really afraid of much, so I'm just gonna go way down here now. We'll see what we can do. I'll probably grab a bit more iron because you never have too much iron and you'll want to make an anvil in the future, obviously. Now, call me crazy, but I heard they added a pale oak biome, and I gotta say, white wood probably just sounds like it's gonna look so cool. I've never seen it before, but I might want to make my house out of woods I've never used before. So before I even start building, I might try to find one of those. Look how good the torch looks when you're walking. Oh, diamond. Hello. And of course, it's always one. Ah, my favorite part of caves. Dead ends. Yippee. Oh, be more than one. You can do it. Oh, tears falling through my eyes. You guys can't even see it. 3. Say it ain't so. All right, 4 diamonds. I'm liking where this is going. I will say, I hate mining diamonds before I get a fortune pickaxe. So hopefully we can get that going ASAP. You have 6 steaks and a chicken for food. In the real world, this would last you a while, but in Minecraft, this guy Steve is just the hungriest, most greediest man alive. He'll eat 5 steaks and he'll want to eat more an hour later. Ooh, a diamond. Oh my, hello. And it's okay, because this one won't be one, right? For sure. Oh, beauty. Beauty you are. The real goal is just enough to make diamond tools and a enchant table. And that's all I really care about early on. Ooh, a diamond. Oh, hi, creeper. Huh. Did I get the shield block in time, or did the block save me? That was close. I feel like my biggest downfall will be me yapping away, and I'll forget, oh, I'm probably in danger. Speaking of danger, this diamond's in danger. I'm gonna mine you, buddy. Be more than one. Be more than one. Oh, Jesus. You know what my biggest fear is? And you guys will never know because I've never uploaded. Oh, my pickaxe broke. If I, like, recorded an intro, like, 2 hours, I get the base going, and then I die, I obviously wouldn't upload that. But it'd be so painful to start off, get all the tools, excited for a recording. You die, you lose everything. You're like, do I even want to... Oh, a diamond. Attempt this again. My luck is looking up, man. The veins aren't too... Why is that an enchanted bow in your hand, sir? Oh, my God. He's got flame on that thing? Wow. We're fighting skeletons with flame bows. I'm glad my shield didn't catch on fire. Grab some redstone because I kind of want a little bit. I know how to make the most basic sugarcane farm of all time to get paper to trade with librarians. That's all I know. That's my advancement. That's as far as my brain goes. I'm sure I'll learn a lot as I play, though. One thing I'm most excited for... Hello, creeper. is after posting my first video, is reading the comments, man, because you can just learn a lot from people in the comment section, just like giving advice on like what you should do next. You know, if as long as it's like positive reinforcement, you'll get hate comments. It doesn't matter who you are in this world. Nobody is perfect. No one has no haters. I'll say I've never met a man who hates Morgan Freeman. My mobs galore over there. Guys, is it a party in here or what? What's going on? Let this guy blow up. Press done. Oh, my inventory, guys, don't look. I'm a man determined and led by diamonds, though. Oh, vein. My big E5, just do it. It's okay, I can't complain. Look at how happy I look when I jump around. You know, one thing I never understood is the beef between Bedrock and Java. I've played both. I've probably put way more time into Java, but I never played survival. I just played all the PvP servers. I'm sure there's probably differences that I don't notice because I've never really played both survival-wise. But Minecraft just feels like Minecraft to me at the end of the day. Oh my god, witch is probably the scariest thing. Don't poison me! Oh, are you... I know I'm an overconfident person, but I am not leaving this hole until the poison's gone. Alright, awesome. Witches are the one mob in this game you don't want to mess with. They do so much. You bastard. Oh, a diamond. If I get shot on my back, I'm just dead right now. A man killed by greed. Back in my hole I go. Well, I'll see you when the poison's gone. Alright, I'm down to my last piece of chicken. I have 17 diamonds. It's pretty successful. I'm going to be a bit greedy and run out with 5 hearts left. And try to just explore the rest of this cave before I head up and look for a place to build. Where are these guys? The skeletons and Bedrock have a switch on them, bro. I've seen enough. Oh my god, tell me that's a lush cave. You know when you just want to go home and you keep finding the coolest things ever? Like, seriously? I'm grabbing some of this before I leave. Skeleton, now is not the time. Alright, man, like, I understand, you know, you've had a rough life, so you take your anger out on others, but, like, can we relax for 5 seconds? Oh my god, this place is beautiful. I'm gonna just have to remember these coordinates and come back here when I want to decorate a bit more. No, come back here. Tell me this is a pale oak forest I'm building. This is creepy as... What am I looking at? Oh my god, I'm actually building up into a pale oak forest. I was just saying I wanted this. Wow, beautiful. I'm gonna mine every single one of these trees, mark my words. Oh, A wolf. Hey, buddy. Oh my god, he loves me. Yes. Your name will be Spike. Don't look. I can't take too many dogs. Just you're a good boy too. Wow, this area is absolutely stunning. All the mountains around us. It's kind of beautiful. Checked around a little more and I absolutely love the feel of this area. Obviously we can level it out a little, and I like working on uneven ground because building with the land feels better than just building on a flat area in my opinion. And this tree, it's just a lone tree in the middle. This might be the center of the base. Let's get set up. Home sweet home. Good night, Spike. Now we're talking. Alright, don't worry guys, it's temporary. This chest will be our more valuable stuff, and we'll just dump stuff in here for now. Alright, now that we have a base of operations, so everything's set up, I'll memorize the chords, write them down. I have a terrible memory, and I have an idea of building a nice giant wall around a little village I want to make. And maybe I'll expand this middle tree. We'll just have this be the middle part. And I think it could be cool. We'll obviously terraform a little bit, but I still want to work with the land. So let's go get that pale oak that I saw earlier. Can you guys believe they let us craft saddles now? That makes my day. So remember back in the day, you couldn't do that. I swear, you couldn't do that. All right, I'm not going to go down here yet, but this is right by our base. I'm definitely going to check that out later, once I get fortune. You know, I'm starting to wish I brought my bed because I feel like nighttime over here is going to be terrible. But, you know, we'll figure something out. Maybe I'll see 3 sheep on the way. I think you get more if you shear them, right? There's zombies behind me. Oh my god! I also have a plan to get 2 of every animal around the base ASAP because you like having a nice available farm of all the animals, you know, cows for leather, sheep for wool, chickens for feathers, and I see it. The pale oak biome. Here I come. I drowned. And I know it's not the smartest thing. I could just mine wood that's right next to my house, but what's the fun in that? I want to build with something I've never used before. See, you guys are lucky. You get to see an epic mining montage where all the blocks break instantly. Not me. The goal is also to hopefully find some saplings, and I'll plant a lot of these around my base. Now, I do believe, because of how thick these trees are, they won't grow unless I have 4 saplings. So, I'm going to be on the lookout for a lot of saplings. Minecraft can be beautiful. This place, though, ew, creepy. Alright, we have 19 saplings and a lot of pale oak. I think we can probably head back now. This should be plenty. Epic MLG. Why do I do this to myself? I crafted the saddle in the hopes I'd find a noble steed to get home easier, but you know, just horses appear to be extinct in this part of town. Home, sweet home. Let's plant some trees around. Oh my god, he's sleeping. Isn't that just adorable? Alright. I guess the only thing to start doing is laying out the formation of our base. I see it! My noble steed. I crafted a saddle for a reason. I knew it. Please love me. We're bound. Wow, first try. That's actually incredible. And he's a fast horse. Amazing. Nothing can stop us now. What shall I name you? Steven. Steven, before I build you a home, I'd like to apologize, but you have a hole for now. Definitely gonna check out this cave after I build the walls. Definitely chose a difficult terrain to build on, but like I said, I love building with the landscape rather than flattening out an area and then just going to town. But I gotta remember about this cave. I'm gonna check it out after that because, hey, diamonds are diamonds. So we've collected a lot of materials, and I have a general idea how big I want the place to be. I think we can start... Oh my god, that tree just grew. About here. I might wrap all the way around here, go up there a little bit, around, just like this. Kind of like the whole top part, and I'll have this whole bottom part to just build things going up it. That could be fun. Alright, to start off the build, I decided to just kind of lay out a log foundation going around the entire base, so I knew exactly where I wanted to place stuff. And I gotta say, this took a lot longer than I thought it would because I had to keep going back to cut down trees since I decided to do it all out of logs, but I was kind of liking the shape of it. Alright, we have everything laid out. That took a while, Jesus Christ, but all we have to do now is fill it in. But before I do that, I think I want to go try to find a village and get some food going because the food situation's looking a little dire. I'm not gonna lie to you. So we'll be back to fill this in. It just feels good to have the layout going. And if you're wondering why I left the corners undone, I have an idea for some towers in all 4 corners. We'll see how that goes. Sorry, but I need your leads. Don't mind me. Okay, cool. Let's set off and try to find a village. Well, would you look at that? That is glorious. That is such a weird village. It's on like the edge of everything. Let's rob these guys blind. Holy apples. We got pretty lucky. This isn't too far from our base. Probably like 400 away. I'm gonna be stealing everything here. Don't mind me. I'm just a terrible person. Wow, they have beetroot and potatoes. Life's good. Thank you guys. Don't mind me. They're having a town meeting. They're probably talking about how I'm robbing them blind, but you know they ain't gotta ask questions. All right, I'm a friendly guy. I just need. Ooh, I'll take this too. I just need some things. You feel me? You know what's about to happen with this, and why I got the guys' leads earlier. Having a party? Oh, you're a librarian. If that was mending, I would have lost my head. Up in the boat. Good man. Remember, never take the green guy. This guy he's just unemployed, bro. Get a job. You four are coming with me. Where's my noble steed? All right, it's time to get these guys home. Darn it. I never said it'd be easy, but it'll be worth it. We're home. Oh my god. That is such a scary expedition. If they die, it just feels terrible. And after a long day of grabbing villagers into the night, I can finally rest. We're on day 10. I gotta say, I spent a lot of days putting the walls together, but now we're cooking up. We're doing big things. Guys, I don't want you to look, but I'm about to make another very unethical hole. I'll give them more space, though. In you go, and your turn. All right. Enjoy your home for the next, while. Sorry. After gently extracting villagers from their home, I began filling in the wall, and I had an idea for cobblestone mixed in with the pale oak logs, and then we'll have nice white accents for the stairs going across it just to give it some texture and some design. And for the front part of the wall, I did a pretty basic texture with some leaves going across, with some cobblestone and some white fences with stairs at the top, and I think it looks pretty good. So I decided to kind of continue with this design going across the entire wall, and for the top part of the wall, I decided on a walkable part using pale oak planks because obviously I want a side for the front interior of the base and a side that you would see for the exterior of the base, and then a middle path so you can walk along the walls. Going up the towers will be my eventual plan once I get to the towers. It's coming along. My poor tools are taking a beating as I'm doing this. Makes me wonder if I should start doing some trades with some traders, because if I can get a toolsmith, I can just start getting diamond tools for some emerald instead of using up the rest of my supply here. And that is exactly why I covered up my villagers. Imagine I came back and they were all dead. How you doing in there, guys? Sorry. Their eyeballs. Oh my god, they're adorable. I guess it's black and white. Oh! Are you serious? Guys, I never thought it would happen. This took way longer than I anticipated, but I wanted a big wall for a lot of space for a lot of builds. I know the inside is a little janky because, you know, the terrain, it's very hilly, but I have some ideas of paths and builds leading up through the hills. But yeah, the outside's looking pretty good, nice design, but the inside is looking a little flat. If you're wondering why the corners are empty, I've got some ideas for that side with a big gate and some towers, so we'll get to that eventually. But I'm gonna leave that corner empty for now because it'd be just like weird to build a wall there in my opinion. I think some cool towers would look great there. But let's figure out a design for the inside so when I'm in my base it doesn't look flat. We have our first diamond tool's about to break. Our axe is looking terrible. Our pickaxe is on the low, but it's for the cause. We've gathered so much wood and stone for this build, but it's so worth it because I like having an area before I start building, and the wall is one of the most tedious things to build in my opinion. And I'm not someone that builds a lot. I'm not the best builder. I don't claim to be in the slightest, but I'm very proud of this so far, and wow, this axe is just, he's putting his heart on the line on 1 HP. I can't, yeah, I don't claim to be the best builder like I said, but if I get the wall out the way, because I've always had dreams as a kid, like doing these big builds, but as a kid, I was just too impatient, like I didn't care. So I would just like rush the game, like I didn't even play survival for that reason. I just enjoyed fighting things, but yeah, I mean, I think it'll all come together. I've got a lot of ideas. Obviously, all of this looks so ugly for now. Everything here you see is completely temporary. Don't you worry before, you say, wow, my eyes hurt. This is the worst build I've ever seen. I know, okay? I'm working on it. I could start turning these villagers into hard-working citizens. That's right, guys. I'll get you out of your hole here in a bit. Let me work on something first. Real quick, something I like doing in every world is I want to get 2 of every animal: the chicken, the pigs, the cows, the sheep, of course, just to have leather for books, wool for beds, of course, and all sorts of stuff. You can design with wool too. So I'm gonna make a quick little, this is completely temporary area for all of the separate animals, one by one. All right, sheep, cow, pig, chicken. Let's go get them. Hey, buddy. I promise I won't choke you. I feel like I just heard a screaming. Ah. God, they look so cool in this mod. Weave. Yeah, dummy. Oh, yep, meant to place it there for sure. No, baby sheep, baby sheep. Come here. Right over here, bud. No, 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 over here. All right, we're in. I gotta say, I always love the tradition of just capturing 2 of every animal because it feels like that's when the world really starts coming together. Right this way, guys. Oh my god, I'm like the animal whisperer. Great lads, great lads. And welcome to your new home. All right, nice. 2 of every animal. I'm gonna stay on top of breeding them and just collect because I'm probably gonna need a lot of leather for what I want to do. And I need to get a lot of wool to make beds for these guys so they can start breeding. You're never playing Minecraft right unless you're committing animal cruelty. Oh, Mr. Dirt House, you have served me well. Unfortunately, you're kind of an eyesore, as classic as you are, but it's time to get rid of you and let my items float until I move them and make a storage room, but whatever. The floating door. All right, now let's build the farm. For the farm, I decided to do a really basic 9x9 for the wheat and potatoes, and of course I'm gonna make 2, 1 for wheat and 1 for potatoes. My 2 favorite foods in my opinion. I think we can do something like that. That looks pretty nice. Dirt here's kind of ugly though. This is pretty nice. I like this. Cool. I like that. That's nice. Wheat, potatoes. Hope you guys can kind of see the vision with what I'll go for in the future. Another one right here. A little greenhouse on top of it. I think that'll be really nice. All right, we cleared out some area here. I think while we're waiting on, you know, the animals to keep producing, and I'm going to make a little bit of a sugarcane farm here to add to this too, because I would like paper for the future. Once I get a good source of bone meal, I can do an automated sugarcane farm, and I think that'll be way better. But for now, it's good to get it going. So something like this, and I think we can add something to make this a lot nicer. Oh. Enderman just chilling with the chickens, bro. How you doing? I'm just not gonna look at you. I'm gonna go over here. Yeah, I think I like that. Can we put a lantern here? That's nice. I like this. We'll keep this design going. Make it too tall, but it ends perfectly at the top of the sugarcane, and I think that looks really good. And then we'll figure out a way to get a wall going around here, maybe. Now that is quite cozy. I like that. It might be time to let these guys out and start breeding them. I think I have enough materials for it. And enough beds now that I can get this going. So we'll just lay these out here for now. It might be weird for watching. Nice, we got 6 now. Right, not to ask questions, but he looks a little different from his parents. But we can start giving him jobs and start leveling up and collecting emeralds. So to start off, we'll get the basics going. Blast furnace, a grindstone, a smithing table, and I would like a librarian and a cartographer next. Nice. We're moving up in the world, guys. A lot of progress being made. Okay, we're gonna start producing the villagers. We're getting our animals going, staying on top of breeding them, and we got 3 separate farms going. I think I should head out, and I really want to check out that cave underneath me, and I might grab some more materials. All right, we are in the cave. Nothing crazy. We're just grabbing some iron from in here. Holy giant iron vein. That makes me happy. I feel like I hear baby zombies underneath me. Let me check this out. Yeah, you hear that? Little bastards out here. Alright, we're at deep slate, so diamond level now. I definitely hear a lot of mobs. I heard a skeleton and I heard a baby zombie. I gotta be kind of careful here. That sounded like a spawner. Oh, please be skeleton. It's either zombie or skeleton. This is so close to our base. This would be huge. That is a spawner. Oh, no way. It's skeleton. Wow. Oh shit, I need a torch. Fuck it. Oh. That's so crazy. This is so close to our base, guys. I'm pretty sure I'm only like 50 blocks out. I just went into that ravine that was next to us. I should make a mob spawner here for sure. What's in the chest? Okay, cat CD. Can't go wrong with that. 2 of them. Don't need 2. Let's grab this. This is absolutely made my day. I'm gonna dig straight up just so we have an easy way to get down here. And then I'm gonna work on a mob spawner. This is huge because we can get infinite bone meal, which means I can make a sugarcane farm like I was talking about, automated, and we can just keep trading paper to librarians and cartographers. I might have the world's longest ladder going down here. This also gives me a crazy idea for a build to decorate the entrance. Oh my god. Oh, bro, the one time I didn't place a torch, gravel falls on me. That's hilarious. I do this every time to break the gravel. I didn't do it one time and then gravel falls. That was scary. Beautiful. It's genuinely in the corner of our base where the ravine is. I went in right there. Remember where I blocked it off early on? That's so crazy. All right, I think I'm gonna make a bunch of ladders, get materials, and just work on the spawner down there. This is time to ladder on down like I'm a fireman and get to work on the old XP farm. I am still very excited. For the spawner, I decided to make the most basic one that I always used to make back in the days. It's basic but efficient. There might be better ones or faster ones, but this one has always worked for me. So first, I dig out a giant area so they have a room to fall down into a little pit. And in each of the 4 corners, I place a water bucket so it pushes them down into the center where I'll be waiting at the bottom to steal their bones. Wait, hang on a minute. Hey, cool. They should fall down right here. Perfect. I forgot to add the roof at the top there. So yeah, and now we can get infinite bones. We need a looting sword ASAP, and this will be good XP temporarily. Now, how long is the journey back up? You know what? I'm not too mad at it because I'd rather just go straight down a ladder than have to travel like 500 blocks just to go hit up a spawner. I am very satisfied with this. All right, let's dump all this stuff off, and then I guess we could just AFK at the farm now. So I'm gonna go AFK for like 20-30 minutes and see how many skeletons and how much stuff builds up. Remember, I still don't have looting on my sword. That will be a work in progress. Maybe we can work on that if these skeletons can get me to level 30 as well. That would be amazing. I'm gonna AFK here for about 30 minutes and see how good this is. Alright, so I've been AFK for probably 20 minutes. I just went and grabbed a snack, and I could go longer, but I am just so curious to see if it's working efficiently. So, let's have a look. That is beautiful. That was about 20 minutes of being AFK. I went up 5 levels, and wow. Loving this. And now, since we have a great source of bone meal, that means we can make this automated sugarcane farm I was talking about earlier. Credit goes to Blazed MC for this because I have no idea how redstone works. I should probably figure it out, so I had to look up a guide. But hey, this is a super small, super quick, super efficient generator, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. And then if we break under these and place a piece of redstone, this should activate, but we can keep that off for now. Then we place another piece, a block, and a final torch to connect it to that, and everything should be lit up. And I'm pretty sure if I flip this, this will go crazy. Let me see. Cool. And I think if I set it to 1 tick, yeah, slightly slower, so it won't waste as much bone meal. And here's what we're gonna do. Since we have so much bone meal now, infinite bone supply, we can just pop these in the dispenser, and I'm pretty sure this should work. Oh my god, technology. Now this can run and just generate paper, and cartographers and librarians have a trade for paper for emeralds. So instead of going out mining hundreds and thousands of trees for Fletchers for trading in sticks, we can just have this automated the entire time and just bank up on emeralds. But look at this go, man. How's the chest doing? Already almost 2 stacks. Wow. I guess it's time to finally just kind of work on what the trades are. And you know what book we're going to go for first? Oh yeah, we're going to get a mending book. Hey guys. Alright guys, we separated them. You know what time it is. Mending time. Oh, Fortune 3 acquired. Wow, wow, wow. I might have to settle for that one. That seems like a good book to me. Before I lock in that trade though, I'm gonna go maybe make a little bit of an enchanting area. Don't worry guys, I know my storage is probably just hurting everyone's feelings, but I am going to make a beautiful storage room shortly. I've just gotta lock in on the villager trades. Right now we're getting all the efficient stuff done. We got the farm going, we got sugarcane, we got XP, we've got it all. Not at all. There's a lot to go, but you know. If you're wondering why I don't just finish stuff like while I'm working on it, it's because I think if I work on getting my enchants and tools up, I think building will be way more fun, because the tedious task of mining things out is just not fun when you don't have good enchants. Like when you don't have efficiency or anything, it feels terrible. So we're gonna work on that. Oh. Mending for 10 emeralds. Am I reading that right? Wow. Level 30 enchants acquired, baby. Let's go. Do we take the risk and go Unbreaking 3 with the chance it could roll efficiency and Unbreaking? There is a chance I don't get it and it would feel terrible. I'm doing it. Yes, let's go. And we can just get a fortune book and we're sorted. Efficiency 4, beautiful. And we can get Silk Touch on this one. Can't stop me. I'll take it. I'll take it. That is very fortunate. 3 enchants in a row, and then we can get mending on all of these since we have the villagers now, and we are already looking good. And I think I'm gonna get most of my gear from the armorers over here. He's unemployed. Get a job. All right, how am I gonna murder this? I mean, remove of him gently. Get a job. Looting 3 acquired. Feels amazing. We're gonna definitely save up, put this on our sword. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but I'm tired of looking at this storage, so I think it's about time I make an actual storage area, huh? So for the build, I decided to obviously lay out a path of what I wanted, do some pillars for support beams, and I decided to fill out the floor with cobblestone deep slate just to give it a bit of texture so it's not all just white, and I think that looks pretty good. The roof, I did a pretty basic standard, like, roof, you know, that connects in the middle. What's, like, the word for that? Triangular roof? I think they always look the best. You like the pattern of slab block, slab block. I think that looks pretty good. And then for the sides, I decided to do white stained glass for obvious reasons to match the feel of the build, and then all that's left to do after doing the sides is the decoration and the interior, and here's what we got. And with that, I think the build is finished. It's pretty basic. Obviously, I can easily expand it if I need more space in the future. That's why I went with a simple design of pretty flat sides. I added this just for some texture. I'm out of wood, but I might add trapdoors there just to make it a little cooler. But yeah, I think it's a pretty simplistic design. The front's really nice, and I can obviously clear out space in the back to continue it, expand it if I need more space in the future. But now let's get on to the daunting task of, yeah. And done. That took so much longer than I thought it would take. Oh my god. But we basically got it all sorted, all the things I think I'll need. And obviously we can expand it in the future. Alright, since we have fortune on a pickaxe, and if we take a look at our valuables chest, we have no iron and no diamonds. I think it's time to finally head out and get a bunch of iron, because the fastest way to level up poolsmiths and armorsmiths, in my opinion, is the 4 iron for an emerald trade. And I know I can make an iron farm, but what do I look like I am? I don't want to automate the game this early. Mining's fun. You know, I've always said, play Minecraft the way you want to enjoy it. Every world is creative. Everyone has their own ideas. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to 100% copy everything. Obviously, you can do some farms like I did with the sugarcane, because farming sugarcane isn't fun to me. A way to farm XP, but you don't gotta take the fun out of every aspect of the game. It's your world. Create how you want. Do what you want, and that's the beauty of it, man. And I can't wait to see this entire place come together. Uh-oh. Why is it just one block? That's really eerie. Right side? Oh! I was about to say, I'm gonna mine some lava for some obsidian, but here's our first diamond of the trip. Don't be one. Don't be one. Fortune 3, by the way. Hello, diamond. Fortune 3, by the way. Dude, what? Oh, Reaper, let me admire the architecture. This is like the coolest generation I've seen. I haven't played in a while. Like, maybe this is common in these types of caves. But wow. These blocks are so disgusting. No way. Oh my god, that is the city. What? Oh, oh my god, I want to, oh my god, I'm just gonna memorize the chords. This is pretty close to base, again. Why is everything near my base? Like, the warden's just chilling down here. Oh, I'm gonna hate myself. Again, I've never experienced the warden before, so I don't know what I'm in for. I see a chest. I'm just gonna get one chest and get the f out. Whoa. Oh, efficiency 2. I thought that book would be better. Bunch of amethyst shards, though. That's really cool. Diamond leggings. That crossed my mind. Didn't even cross my mind, I mean. Echo shards. What is this? What do I drop? Bottles of enchanting. Leads I can get at home. I'll leave the rest here. Maybe I keep this. Wow. Oh, wow. That gave me a heart attack. Oh my god, is my greed gonna... Oh my god, there's a chest here. More echo shards. More XP. 2 books. Skulk sensor. That sounds cool. Is my greed gonna get the better of me? I want to keep looking. I'm looking for those screamer things I've heard people talk about that summon the guy. In the middle there. Okay, I'm just gonna open this. Iron leggings? What a joke. Soul torches? That sounds cool. Is there another chest up here? B. 2 layers. Oh, he's screaming at me. Oh, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I don't care. I don't care. I got what I wanted. You know how I just said I'll come back here when I'm more prepared? I wanted to get a high ground look at the place, and I see 2 chests right here. It'd be stupid not to go for them, right? I see a screamer thing right there. Okay. There's 2 screamer things. Oh, what do I do? I'm pretty sure hoes are silent, and I need a hoe to break these things. Oh, that was the scariest shit I've ever done. Will this one get alerted if I open this chest? I don't want to risk it. I'm gonna go try to break this and then open that chest. On. Okay, I think these are free to open now. Oh, whoa! Books, 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 amethyst, 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 diamond horse armor for horsey. What do I drop? Ah, this is so hard. Okay, I don't need cobble right now. Get books. This is that book is terrible. I don't. Oh, enchanted golden apple. I thought it was a regular one. More of these. Diamond horse armor for horsey. I'm gonna drop a bow. I have 4,000 at home. Hope it's good. Swift sneak? I've never heard of that enchant before. I have to grab this. But okay, we got 4 chests. That feels pretty successful to me. I'm gonna head home. I know I only got 3 diamonds, but I have enough iron to feed generations of families. And that's kind of exactly the reason I came here. Oh, it feels good to be out of there. Oh my god. Okay, I have the chords memorized, aka recorded, so I can look back in the recording to go back there. And, wow. Just absolutely wow. I'm going home with fear. I don't remember the last time I was that scared of anything in Minecraft before. The last time I was scared was my first time ever finding the Ender Dragon when I was a little kid. That was the most terrifying thing in my life. And I haven't even seen what this warden fella looks like. I've seen him in videos, obviously, but I've never seen him in game. Yeah, we got all the iron in the world to trade with the villagers to get diamond gear from, and we got free diamond pants from here, which is pretty cool. I gotta say, at first I wasn't sure if I liked my seed for my world, but the more I kept playing, the more I really liked it. It has so much cool things, and most of it's underground. The phantoms are out. I wonder how many nights I was down there. Ooh, that hurt. Wait, they hurt. Oh! I don't remember the phantoms hurting that bad. I gotta be a little careful. I'm gonna move my bed in here for now. Oh, we are finally home. Our valuable chest is gonna go from this to that in a matter of moments. Wow. And now all we gotta do is wait for it to smelt. Also, Horsey, I got you an upgrade. He's glittering in diamonds. Next up on the agenda is 100% going to be a villager area for these guys, because them chilling in a hole isn't great, and it doesn't make my job easy when I want to trade with these fellas. And the spot for it, I was thinking, could be right up here, going in a nice straight line with rows for me to trade with them. I'll obviously clear out this area a bit. And master unlock so we can get a free diamond helmet and diamond boots. And free diamond axe acquired. Beautiful. All we need now is to make 1 more armor that sells a chest piece and we'll have full diamond armor. Now the reason I wanted the axe though is because obviously we only have a couple saplings, so I'm going to go back to that pale oak forest, but I wanted a good axe before I do that. So let's use the grindstone to disenchant this bad boy. And let's see what we got. Smite 4. I'm gonna throw up in my mouth. Protection 4 helmet, beautiful. Protection 4 leggings with unbreaking, very beautiful. Smite 5, seriously? Prot 4 on a book, with sharp 4. Wow. I'm gonna go with the prot one. And I guess we throw sneak on the leggings. I figured out it's for the legs because, I mean, why not? Bang. And efficiency 4 acquired. Beautiful. On the pickaxe and the sword, as they're pretty important to get mending ASAP. Mending on the helmet. Mending on the pants. And protection 3 on the boots, because we're going to save the prop 4 for the chest piece, in my opinion. Yeah, we're kitted up. Now that we have the efficiency 4 axe, we're going to head over to the payload and get an absurd amount of wood, and then we can get a house for these guys going, and then we can finally get a chest plate. I gotta say, getting to this stage feels so good, because from now on, we can finally make our dream home once we're fully set up. Alright, we're finally here, thank God. You guys are lucky. This is gonna take me forever, but for you guys, it'll be probably 5 seconds. Hey, it's the tree I cut the first time I was here. Cue the mining music. I've been mining for so long, it's nighttime, and I gotta say, this place is 10 times creepier while it's dark out. Why do I feel like I can't barely see in front of myself? What the was that? This place is turning me schizophrenic. Oh! What the is that? Huh? Was he just staring at me? There's another... Wait, does he... Oh my God, he comes after me when I'm... Why can't I hit him? There's glowing shit this way. Is it this shit? Oh. Nah, why am I freaking out? Oh my God, I did not like that. Why'd that give me chills? Holy f... Alright guys, I think I have enough wood, plus I have 27 saplings, so I can definitely plant these out over at home. I'm gonna get out of here because that genuinely just scared the soul out of me. Goodbye. Come on in, horsey. Alright, after our somewhat terrifying adventure, well, very terrifying as you saw, I was losing my mind. I've never seen one of those things before. I decided it was time to finally work on the villager trading hall. As you can see, at first I just mapped out where each individual villager is gonna go. And after that, began to get working on the build. Of course, I did some support beams to match the theme of the place, and I did cobblestone deep slate, similar to the storage room, just to keep the white with a bit of dark theme going. I added some mossy cobblestone, if you can tell, and for the roof, I'm going to probably do a very similar thing. Well, what do you mean probably? I did it. I'm going to do a very similar thing, the triangle roof, but I decided to add a little something extra to the sides you'll see in a moment, but honestly, it's my favorite roof design because it's simple and it's not flat. As a kid, I always did the flat roofs until I learned that, hey, I can use staircases and slabs to give some texture. For the front, we did a little bit of a design with the fences, the azalea bushes we found from the lush cave earlier. In the back, I was kind of happy with what I did here. I think it looked pretty cool. I gave it like that White House feel with the trapdoors. I don't know. I thought it was a little goofy, but I liked how it looked. But yeah, we were pretty much almost done with the villager trading hall. We were just setting out each individual sections and adding the finishing touches of some lights and the interior. But yeah, here's how it turned out and here's how it looked. Alright, and with that, I think the design is done. Here I'm going to place fences, but obviously I need to get the villagers in here now, so I'm leaving it open. And I've decided on the chain to tell me exactly what the villager gives me, so it's not as confusing with going out. And I honestly kind of like the design. I'll obviously put some armor on these guys, and maybe I'll build something here. I don't know. But it's a really cozy area, and I'm liking this really like nice pale white theme that I've got going on here. I think it's a really cool, unique design. So now let's figure out how the hell I'm going to get the villagers in here. And with that, the trading hall is finally finished, besides missing maybe 1 or 2 villagers. We have most of the enchants we want. I would love to get feather falling and then maybe protection for the future. We have all the weapons, we have all the armor we can get, we have pearls now, and obviously we have a few more slots open that we could deal with, and the enderman... We finally have a diamond chestplate. Full diamond armor acquired. It feels good. I'm loving what we got. And now I guess it's time to really lock in with the building. Brainstorming right now, I have a lot of different ideas. I should make a checklist. I want to make an animal barn, a stable for my horse, a greenhouse over that, a really cool nether portal design, finish the enchant room, obviously my own house, finish the walls, 4 towers, and a gate. Bring it all together at the end. I'll make some nice pathways leading to each individual building. Maybe a staircase leading up here because the grass looks a little silly. Man, this unemployed ass villager just sleeping away in my bed. Get a job. Fully enchanted. Protection 4, mending. Ignore the protection 3. Now all I need is to get mending on these with feather falling and we're golden. And before we work on the interior anymore, I think it's finally time to really focus on the walls and finish them up, because to be honest, I do not like them. Like, the more I've been terraforming the world, I don't like what I've done so far. I think I'm gonna even it out so it's all the sides are even, and then extend it going on the left. Of course, as soon as I look at them. Wow, that took forever, but the walls look substantially better. I just basically extended them and made them all even to go across the way. And if you're wondering why the corners look empty, obviously I plan to do towers. This is the design. I'm currently working on the front side of the base, so we've got a few trees like this. Over here we have like a calm design with these, and I'm gonna put trapdoors on the front. I think I like that. But as you can see, I mapped out what I want 4 towers to be in the corners, but that one over there, I'm gonna make a special one. It feels good, because now, like, I don't hate it when I'm looking at the walls, especially once I get the interior design done. And you bet you're wondering, what's going on here? Well, when I made this place, I saw this opening, and I had an idea for a giant gate leading into the walls. I think I'm gonna go for it's kind of like a castle, you know, tower kind of vibe, but obviously with the pale-oak theme. And we're gonna do a really, wow, I just can't place blocks. And with every build I've ever made, I have no idea how it looks until I actually start placing the blocks. So let's just go with the flow and see what happens. I hate phantoms. You know what? Not too bad. It's definitely coming together with all the walls, and once we get some in the other corners, it'll fit in really nice. I think I want to add a flag though. Nice. I think a bit of a flag brought it all together. Now it's having to mirror that twice. It's starting to come together, man. It's looking pretty good. We're gonna put one more over there, and then you'll see. I got a surprise for this one, and then obviously the gate. And just like that, tower number 3 is complete. I gotta say, the place is really coming together. At first, I was kind of skeptical about my builds. As always, I kind of want to do like my own thing, and like I've never used pale oak before. I think I'm using too much white, so I'm trying to brainstorm, and I was thinking maybe diorite or polished diorite could look good. So I might try to use that in my next builds. But now, next step on the agenda, we want to make the enchant room. I probably should make myself a house, a barn / stable area, and the greenhouse over this. Alright, first things first, I think I'm just gonna move the enchant room. I don't hate the design. Obviously I haven't made a house, but like the interior, but I don't like the location of it. I think I want to make my home here so it's facing this, since I'm gonna do the gate there, and then I plan to do a big barn right here with all the animals and like a horse stable and then the greenhouse. So like I think I'm gonna move this right up here, because I'm not really gonna have many builds here. I do want to make a design around this when I go down the skeleton spawner, because this is a bit boring, isn't it? You can't be in here, sir. You know what? Pearls are cool. Am I a mean person? He was kind of just taking shelter from the rain, and I just killed him. Oh, his brother came to avenge him. You can... Okay. After that interesting Enderman encounter, I decided to work on the enchant area. I did a pretty chill design using the diorite that you saw me mine up, because using pale oak plus diorite, the gray plus white, looks really good, which you'll see, and I end up using it in a lot more builds after this. So we did a pretty basic, you know, roof design with the circle, the bottom's looking good, and then at the bottom I decided to add a staircase going up, and I thought it really brought it together. But yeah, here's what we got so far. Alright, so far this is what we got. I don't know how I feel about that weird thing at the top. It kind of looks like, you know, those anglerfish with the light. But I am so happy I decided to try out diorite. Diorite blends so well with the pale oak, and I'm starting to wish I used it more in like 98% of my builds. But I can just use it from the future from now on. I still like how the walls and tower look, so I'm not too sad about it. But now I know exactly what I'm going to do for the tower over here, so I'm really excited. And beautiful. That's our enchanting area done. You know what? I kind of like how it looks. After the enchant room, I decided it was finally time for me to have my own house because I'm building all this stuff and I don't even have a place to sleep. So, you know, we did a pretty unique build for a house. I didn't want to do like a kind of normal house looking vibe. Does that make sense? Well, you'll see. But for the floor, obviously we did planks. And then, of course, we did the stripped pale oak logs for the support beams. I thought that looked pretty good with some glass windows, a nice little design on the front. And for the roof, I did this kind of like polka dot pattern. I don't know, like one diorite, one pale oak. I thought it looked pretty cool. And obviously, I wanted to have a place for my horse, but I didn't feel like I had room for a stable. So I added a little something something on the side for my horse. And I thought it came together pretty well. And for the roof, obviously we did the kind of the similar theme, except I did striped instead of all one thing to match the polka dot floor. This is a 2-story house because in the bottom I want some designs, and for the top will probably be my bedroom. And then I added another place on the side for like a storage area. I don't know if you guys have ideas for the rooms, which you'll see in a second. Let me know down below. But I was pretty happy with how this house looks. So here's how it looks. You go pink, boom, boom, and then double white with the orange. Oops. Oh yeah, that looks really nice. That gives like a little bit of color to the place. And the reason I added this little side part right here is because it is finally time for my horse to get a home. I don't like how that looks. It's kind of weird. It's like that new horsey home unlocked. I want to put a hay bale there, but I think the horse can jump out if I do that, so I'm not going to risk it. What is this fence doing here? But yeah, I really think the exterior of the house is done. We got the stable. We got, obviously I need to work on the interior. I definitely don't hate the color scheme. I was a little scared at first, but yeah. I guess the last thing to do is get the horse in here if we can get his big idiot self out of here. Okay, that was easier than I thought. All right, buddy. Welcome to your new home. Oh, thank God. Welcome to your new home, bud. A little cozier. He's got plenty of hay. He's got water. You know, it's a little crowded, but I'm a one-horse kind of guy. I'm not going to get multiple, so that's his house. I'm sure he preferred it to the cow den of doom and despair. I'm not exactly sure what to do with this room for now, so I kind of just put like a guy behind a stand with a music disc, but I really want to work on the bedroom. So we got the kitchen. All my food will go in this barrel. And now we'll make a bedroom area up here. I love in the actions and stuff texture packs, it turns into a little pumpkin-y thing. And what do you think I am? I deserve a king bed. Oh yeah. And yeah, this is pretty cozy. When I get some cool items, I'll put them here. And I think if I've been in the future, I'll have like an ender chest there instead. And obviously, whenever I replace some armor, we can put it on this guy. Anyways, bedroom done. Obviously, we can probably put something in the corner. Kitchen area, all the food with the smoker. Put a campfire under it for the smoke effect. This room, I'm not sure what to do with yet, but at least we got an interior design going, and I'm really happy with it so far. After finishing the exterior and interior of my home, I kind of like how the kitchen looked. One thing I wasn't liking how it looked was the walls didn't have a castle gate, so I decided to get to work on that, and I did a pretty basic design, but again, I'm really glad I started using diorite, because diorite for a castle gate just feels right to me. We obviously made it really big with that open space that I left from the beginning of the place, with some walls and a nice staircase going up and down. And just like that, the front gate is done. I'm actually quite happy with how this turned out. It's like a really big, nice gate opening, and I think it actually looks kind of sick. This is definitely one of my favorite ever worlds I've made, just because like the feel of creating things, like just off the top of your head, it just feels so good, and I can't wait for it to all come together. Now we should make paths to all the building, but let's first finish the other builds. And after the gate, I decided, you know what, my farm, it's empty. I talked about the greenhouse earlier, so let's get to work on the greenhouse. What we did first, obviously, like we always do, is the support pillars, because I think it just looks good in every single build. Obviously, a greenhouse requires a lot of glass, so I kind of built out where I want it to be. I think I want it to be about that high, going all the way around the 3 crops I made. And I guess we gotta just go get some glass now, so let's head out. I can finally take my horsey for a spin. Come on, buddy, let's go. First time going through the gate, kinda nervous. I'm not sure why I'm going out at night. This might be a terrible idea, but I'm too lazy to wait. The place is really coming together. I'm loving it, man. At first I was kind of nervous, you know. The crazy thing about building for me is at first when you're making stuff, you like don't like it at first because of how advanced Minecraft builders have got and the stuff you see. Some of my builds, I'll obviously admit I've gotten inspiration from pictures I've seen online, but I wanted to put my own spin on everything, and I'm really loving just like learning the creative process of building and creating my own things. It really makes me happy. Right now I'm heading out to get more sand, which I'm pretty sure the closest sand biome I remember was the one behind the village. There could be one could be one closer by, but I don't want to risk running around and not being able to find one, so I'm just gonna go this way through the village. Oh, I don't know why I decided to go up the mountain. Hi, skeletons. Because this is kind of far from my base, I'm just gonna get like more than I think I'll ever need. Spider, go away. I'm just mining sand. Come on, man. Don't make me do it. We could be friends, you know. Oh. Hey, buddy. Friend? Hey, dude. What? Did he just shake his head at me? My bad, bro. Guys, do you think I have enough sand? Hopefully I'll never have to come out for glass again, but honestly, you never know. After getting painfully rejected by a spider, you know, classic, and gathering enough sand in the world to hopefully never have to get sand again, we got to work on the greenhouse. We did the basic arch roof you would expect for a greenhouse, and of course, what's a greenhouse without glass? So we did white stained glass for the roof, and we kind of made it to where it's not flat to fit the arches, and I honestly was really happy with it. I think it turned out really nice. I do think I made it a bit bigger than I needed to, but obviously I can add things to it if needed, and this took so much sand, I almost used all of it. And then for the outside to give it some texture, I put some stairs going around in a circle with the bushes at the bottom, as you can see, but I decided to leave the front completely open because I kind of like the big archway. But yeah, it's time. I guess we can just look at the finished product. Okay, greenhouse is done. I think I'm gonna keep it open because I just kind of like that vibe. Like I like the big open like gateway to it. I think that's pretty chill. So next up, I think we'll finally tackle the animal barn because I don't think these guys are happy with their life personally. And just like that, the barn is done. Pretty simple design. Obviously, we'll get it going. We're filling out a lot of space, and that's the goal with the town. You know, we want it to feel pretty cozy. I will say I do kind of wish I shifted it over like one block. Actually, I wasn't able to, but maybe just like broke this. And I could still do that if I think it's kind of annoying. I could obviously just move it over one, but it's fine. I mean, you can just walk around still. It's just like nice pathways going. That's another build checked off, which feels great, and it looks pretty good. So, and also all these chests are specific, so I'm gonna put a bunch of hay in here so it's easy to breed them. Hay, wheat, and then all their drops will go in these 4 barrels if you're wondering why these are up here. Actually, I'm gonna move this. And for ease of access and just overall giving it a more town feel, we'll add a staircase here, and I think we'll mirror it on the other side. Yeah, that's pretty cozy. I like that. And some pathways. We'll just get started on that. I'm obviously not going to finish it because I want to build some other things real quick. Next thing I'd like to build is a little bit of an entrance into the skeleton thing. And I thought, since they're skeletons, why don't I make a skull on top of it? Skulls? That might be cool. Hey, thanks past me, we are doing a skull. For this build, this is similar to one that I saw years ago. I think I've made this in my world before. It's one that's just kind of online on Google. You might have seen this yourself before too, and I was like, you know what, I kind of just want to add it. I still had it memorized because I've made it before, but I thought it looked really cool. We had a staircase going up to it with a good feel, and I think it looked good. Here's the finished product. What do you think? Bang. Just like that, we got a skull for the skeleton spawner. I think that's pretty cool. Maybe could add some more effects around it with the path going up with some stairs. And we left space in case we want to do like the bubble elevators I was talking about. That actually looks sick from far away. I love that. Place is really coming together. Starter town is complete, and I'm loving it, man. It's looking so good. It's got all the essentials I'm gonna need to like progress in the game. The next thing I want to make, obviously, a nether portal, but I don't want a basic nether portal, right? Those are boring. And then I want to obviously do that tower. I've been saving that for the last because I'm really excited for it, and I think it's gonna be huge. Oh my god, look at this view. Rest in peace, Phantoms. Even he's taking it all in. What are you looking at exactly? You just sit here and stare at this stone wall all day? Depressing life. For the nether portal, I was thinking kind of behind my house back here. It'll be next to the skull, and it'll fill in this area because it's pretty empty. And I'll just do it like about right here, I think. The design I was thinking is kind of like a sword vibe, but I'm gonna make it all white, obviously with the diorite that I've been doing, and I think it'll make it look kind of sick. Like an angelic sword with the nether portal coming through, and then we could do like a little design underneath where the sword is like cutting into the ground. We'll see if I can do this. Obviously the first thing I should make is the blade, which I'll make out of the obsidian, which is why at the beginning I wanted to grab a lot of obsidian. I don't know how tall I should make it. That looks pretty good. Kind of like overlooking everything, but not taller than the walls. I think I like this for the height. So the handle will obviously be white, something like this. Kind of the base of it. I think in the future I want this to be a glowstone block, but because I haven't been to the nether yet, I'm just gonna do a temporary block. Sigh. Now we just mirror what we did on the other side so the back doesn't look like that. Okay, it's mirrored. Now we add the handle, and I think we're good to go. It's a pretty basic design, but I think it'll look really cool, I hope, once it's all done. I think that handle looks good. Okay, leave me alone, Phantoms. And just to get rid of... Okay, let me remove this dirt real quick. my god, I love when I accidentally block while I'm crouching to play stuff. Of course, I'm just too short. I'll never be a basketball player. I'm 2 feet tall. I've seen enough. Add some trapdoors like this. And again on this side. It's beautiful. And it's time. The final touch. Hopefully this brings it all together. Oh. Yeah, just kidnapped you from your home. Welcome to the overworld. This is... Yeah, isn't it? Yeah, this is called a portal. I mean... Nah, you do you, man. Wait, that actually kind of looks fire. I'm really happy with that. Next to, like, this skull for the thing. Oh my god. Wait, this is all coming together. Now, I have one more slight idea just to make this pop a little more. I thought, what if, you know, we make it going into the ground and it looks like it's cutting into the ground. But first, I need a bunch of glass. And bang, just like that is done. It's beautiful. I love that. I love the little glass feel. I think I could have done a better circle. It's kind of like an oval, but I mean, it's fine. It's still pretty nice. Next to the skull, back of the area, and I gotta say the place, it really is just coming together. And I think I've been teasing you guys long enough. I keep talking about it, but it's time to make the final tower, the watchtower. Now, credit on screen to this guy right here, because I saw this picture while I was just, you know, looking into like more Minecraft shit as I was getting into the game, and I was like, that is the coolest thing I have ever seen, and I would love to just put it in my world. So this is gonna be the layout, the base of it. It'll be like a nice circular, kind of like a wizard kind of tower vibe almost. I don't, like a mage's tower. Not exactly sure how to explain it, but I saw it and I was like, I think I can replicate this pretty well. And I gotta say, the creativity of some people being able to come up with this stuff is just so cool. Now the finishing touches, we're on the roof finally. It's really high up here, I'm low-key scared, but I think I'm good. And I want a pretty high point. I'm gonna do 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3, and let's get down here without dying. Make sure I break all of the dirt. Okay, check me out. That, kids, is called being really stupid. And I'm trying to purposely not look at the build for a big final grand reveal for when I'm farther away. And I'm kind of glad it's nighttime right now because I think it'll look better. So let's go over here and then turn around at the same time. Let's see how it looks. 3, 2, 1, bang. Oh, that is so sick. Oh my god. I love it, man. Once again, big shout out to this guy for the inspiration on this build. Obviously, I don't think I could have came up with something like this myself. I added a bit of pathways, and obviously we still have more space, so hey, if you guys made it this far, I really appreciate you. It's my first ever Minecraft video. I used to play this game all the time back in the day, but I never recorded content. But I was like, you know what? I'm getting into survival. Why not record the journey? But if you guys have any ideas what you want to add here, maybe like something in the middle, stuff over here, any ideas, any changes, any feedback is really appreciated. I really appreciate anyone who's watching this far. And next episode, we might have to take on the ends so we can finally get the elytra, some of the bosses. We'll go crazy, man. I'm excited. But hey, let's roll the footage of how the house is looking from all the angles.